All right, let's jump right into this explainer and investigate the truth hiding just beneath the surface of the recent, massive GTA 6 video game leaks. We aren't just looking at the leaked gameplay itself. We're going to examine the complex mechanics behind leaks like this, looking closely at the actual, highly sophisticated digital machinery powering this whole operation. Because as you're about to see, the real story here isn't just about what was stolen, it's about exactly how the people who stole it are operating in the shadows.
You know, when this footage first dropped, pretty much everyone had the exact same question. Who really leaked GTA 6? Think back to those first few chaotic hours. Almost everyone immediately assumed this was just an inside job by some disgruntled junior employee. I mean, the gaming community basically pictured a low-level QA tester, somebody whose job was just stress testing specific isolated levels, who got mad, pulled out their smartphone, recorded their monitor, and rage posted it to a forum. It completely made sense, right? A lone, inexperienced actor just acting impulsively. But as we transition away from those early rumors and actually look at the mechanics of how this leak is being monetized and protected, well, we discover a pretty stark reality. That whole expectation of a rogue junior QA tester, it completely falls apart when you analyze the infrastructure they've built. We are absolutely not tracking a lone wolf who just got lucky here. We are tracking a highly sophisticated cryptographic syndicate. The level of technical mastery required to pull off what we're about to explore goes so far beyond your average hacking or basic social engineering.
So let's dive into clue number 1, the anonymous crypto channel.
If you actually want to talk to the leaker, say to buy more clips or negotiate, you can't just slide into their DMs on Twitter or Discord. No way. They have engineered a secure, anonymous, and decentralized messaging system that generates a unique recovery phrase for every single session. It's a completely disposable, end-to-end encrypted channel. But to even open that channel in the first place, you have to pay up. And the leakers demand payment exclusively in Monero, or XMR. Now, for those who might be unfamiliar, Monero is essentially the gold standard for digital anonymity. Unlike Bitcoin or Ethereum, where every single transaction and wallet balance is publicly visible on a ledger for the whole world to see, Monero's blockchain is a total black box. The transaction amounts and the sender details are completely obfuscated. Literally, the only person who can see exactly how much money was sent is the person holding the private receiving key, which, in this case, is our leaker.
So what's the toll to speak with this syndicate? They are asking for a staggering 400 XMR just to open a line of communication. To put that into perspective, when you convert that to fiat currency, it translates to roughly 165,000 US dollars, just to say hello. This isn't some small-time shakedown. This is a massive, highly calculated financial operation designed to extract immense wealth, all while keeping the recipients entirely cloaked in digital shadows. Which brings us to clue number 2. The 12-digit masterpiece. Because Monero hides all the transaction details, the leakers had to build a purely mathematical, cryptographic masterpiece just to verify payments. Think about it. If a dozen different people all send 165 grand, how on earth does the leaker know which payment belongs to which encrypted chat session? Well, here is how their system works step by step. First, their website generates your secure session account. Second, it assigns you that 400 XMR fee, but, and here's the genius part, it tags on a unique 12-digit decimal. So you aren't sending exactly 400, you're sending 400 point, say, 1234567891123. Those 12 digits act exactly like the perfectly matched torn edges of a dollar bill. Third, you send the payment. Fourth, the hacker, who is the only one who can decrypt the received amount on the blockchain, spots those exact 12 decimals, mathematically recalculates your specific session ID from them, and finally reaches out to talk to you. No server ever stores your ID before the payment. It's just a closed, mathematically perfect loop.
But here is where things get absolutely intense. The stakes involved in this precision are merciless. The leaker's site features a massive warning. You must send the funds from a personal decentralized wallet, something like Cake Wallet or Feather. Why? Well, if a buyer tries to use a major mainstream crypto exchange, that exchange's software is going to automatically round up those long 12 decimals. If that happens, the mathematical link is totally destroyed. The $165,000 still goes through, but the hacker can never decrypt your session ID to know it was you. The money vanishes completely into their pockets, and you are left with absolutely nothing. You literally cannot make a mistake here.
All right, let's look at clue number 3. The unkillable website.
Usually, when a massive corporate leak like this happens, an army of highly paid lawyers fires off cease and desist letters to web hosts, and bam, the offending website is taken down in a matter of hours. But that has not happened here. The reason those lawyers are failing is because the leaker's website is hosted on Arweave, which is a decentralized network offering permanent and immutable blockchain-based data storage. This isn't sitting on some Amazon web servers or a GoDaddy domain where a massive company can just call them up and pull the plug. The HTML code of the leaker's website lives permanently baked into a decentralized blockchain. It literally cannot be deleted.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why authorities and corporate fixers are just completely powerless to stop them. Because the core file is baked onto the immutable blockchain, users access it through various gateways on the Air.io network. Taking down one of these gateways, which is literally the absolute best lawyers can hope to do, does absolutely nothing to the source file. It is like playing the world's most frustrating game of whack-a-mole. Smashing a mirror doesn't get rid of the reflection, right? New mirror sites can pop up in minutes to serve the exact same unalterable HTML file. It is, by all definitions, an unkillable website.
Which brings us to a really compelling observation from Aura, also known as Lieb, a prominent French cybersecurity researcher who deeply analyzed this entire setup. As we see in this quote here, Lieb states, "I'm convinced it's not just one person but a full-fledged group of hackers. It's a pretty elegant system." This independent analysis confirms exactly what the complex mechanics are telling us. This level of technical mastery proves we are dealing with a coordinated group of professionals. These are not lucky script kiddies stumbling into a high-profile server. They are the architects of a highly resilient digital fortress.
So let's build the mastermind profile, because it is definitely not their first rodeo.
By looking at all these digital footprints we've covered, we can actually build a psychological and technical profile of our culprits, and it tells a very specific story about their past. Our mastermind possesses a deep, deep knowledge of blockchain cryptography and disposable encryption. They operate decentralized websites that literal governments cannot touch. We even know from the source material that they are further monetizing all this attention by scraping transaction fees off a custom meme coin they launched. The sheer scale of obfuscating transactions and launching untakedownable sites strongly suggests this is not their first rodeo. In fact, their behavior closely mirrors the highly sophisticated syndicate behind the original 2022 Rockstar leaks, a group known for extreme technical brilliance mixed with blackmail and extortion. Real-world experience is absolutely required to build a system this flawless.
So, how exactly do you fight a ghost that lives on the blockchain? Well, in response, Take-Two Interactive is casting a massive, desperate net. They aren't just sitting by. They are issuing sweeping subpoenas to tech giants like Microsoft, Xbox, and Discord. They are demanding server logs, user accounts, direct messages. They are even investigating the Discord servers of popular gaming YouTubers who merely reported on the leaks. They are hoping that somewhere, somehow, the syndicate made a single tiny mistake in their operational security that will finally expose their real-world IP addresses.
But we have to leave you with this final, provocative thought as we wrap up this explainer. Look at the sheer technology we just mapped out: the unbreakable Monero encryption, the 12-digit mathematical session identifiers, the immutable Arweave hosting. With all of this elegant, untraceable technology acting as their shield, can traditional corporate lawyers and a massive tech dragnet actually catch these modern digital heist masters? Or have we entered a brand new era where decentralized mechanics have finally outpaced corporate law? It's a fascinating, incredibly high-stakes game of cat and mouse, and you better believe the whole world is watching to see who wins.